everybody, welcome back. So we are going to be speaking about cryptocurrency today and the latest news. Ethereum is exactly went to the point where we want it to be. We actually want it to be where we can purchase it, and it is a perfect opportunity to buy Ethereum right now, so don't miss this chance. And as we look today, you can actually see right here, Bitcoin is at about in the last day, plus 0.85% with the 7 days at minus 846. So it's kind of being a little sluggish there of actually coming up and recovering from that latest downfall. You have Ethereum. Today it is at 3.5% and a minus 12.51% in the weekly period. You also have Cardano sitting at about minus 2.43% today and a 7.08% fall as well. Binance, you're looking at about 1.87 and minus 15 for the week. You have Tether also sitting at minus 0.06, which isn't quite bad at all. And you have Solana here at minus 465% today and plus 29 and 95% today. So an excellent viewpoint here looking for Solana, so don't miss on that. We also have Polkadot sitting at 12.52 plus percent and a 2.91% of the week, so not too shabby. Dogecoin is at a 0.14% and a minus 19.43% for the week as well. So kind of a little sluggish there after everything we've been through in the past week. Of course, after that little fall, but we'll cover that from soon, so don't worry about that. And if you haven't caught the idea already, I'm just giving my opinion, so make your own opinion before you actually purchase anything. But I will give you some awesome news, so do subscribe and comment below as well, and let me know what you think. Alright, so you have the USD coin too, also sitting at 0.04% and a plus 0 for the week as well, so not too shabby. Alright, let's take a look. We're speaking about Ethereum, and why is Ethereum really good to buy today? Well, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and go over to the market. One moment. Alright, so let's take a look. So we have here, now we do have a little bit of that bearish line that's kind of coming down, as you can see, and that jump today also here we have it, as you can see. So that bearish line coming down, still not quite to the support line yet. No worries, but you can see this is also a trend that's kind of happening here too, especially when you kind of compare it back into we have, let's see, June. You have that as well, kind of hanging on to support as well, kind of lowering down right here. So it never really dropped below that support. It did only kind of increase. It had that great breakup here, so no worry. I know everybody's kind of panicking out now, especially with Ethereum, like, oh my god, it's going to crash, it's going to burn, I'm going to jump ship. Don't do that quite yet. I'm not going to do it anyways, so I'm going to hold on to it because that trend is very familiar, as you can see here. Also, we had, now this is where we're sitting at now. We have it about $3,000 here for that support line. So of course now it's about at $3,200. So it's kind of breaking its way back up. So it is looking a little bullish. So we can expect it to kind of come up a little bit more too, as you can see. Of course now it's been a little bit bullish, not quite too much still, but here from August 9th to roughly around, in the last 20 days, it's been a little bullish, kind of up and down, kind of you can see, but not too bad. But when we kind of compare what happened before, especially in between like May, it kind of hung out the same, and you can kind of see this here. It hung out around the supports and kind of up and down, but it did actually make that huge bullish point and shot up. And that's kind of like what we're looking here. And as you can see, that all of this is making a very familiar trend. So I think it's nothing too much to worry about, but we will hold on to it and see. Of course, so once you kind of it did get bearish here pretty deep, and it kind of got a lot of people worried, but that's expected to be in the cryptocurrency world, right? So everybody's going to jump ship, and that's fine, but it is going to have a little bit of correction, which, it is needed from time to time. So, but as we can see here, we're also going to be able, so it kind of hangs out for a moment here, so we have about a week or two, and then we kind of had that, that bearish line down, but of course it just kind of took a moment to get a grip, but now we have it. All right. So if you're looking for anything kind of positive that's really going to be coming from it, don't worry. This is just kind of, it looks to me as just another trend here. But because as we can expect, if it does kind of bearish down and have a little bit of a breakdown, nothing to worry. So that's a good time to buy. So I know that I'm going to hold on to mine, but I am looking, so if it does continue to drop just a little bit, I think it will kind of hang on to support for a little bit, and then of course have another breakup before too long. So I think now is the time that if I'm going to buy any more of Ethereum, I'm going to do that exactly now, so that way I can expect a big gain here if it's based on the actual pool that it's showing here as we compare it to the history of Ethereum. Taking a look at that, now that's Ethereum, of course. When we're looking at others, I know everybody is very excited with everything. We also have Cardano as well. It did take a fall along with Bitcoin, so not too bad. And of course, everybody's worried because that exact bearish line kind of came down right here, and it did drop a taste. But again, we also can see this kind of replaying the same role, except for the fact that when we were right here in between August or so, it did kind of hang out on some support for a little bit longer than we did have in May. You can see that in May it was very, very bullish. It did jump quite a bit, and then of course within a couple of days it did have that bearish fall to it, but it did kind of hang out for a little bit, and it kind of made us all a little bit nervous. But now, of course, it did jump, and now we're just having a little bit of after effects from that here recently. So we're going to look, and you can see some really good numbers here as it's jumping. So nothing too worried. Now we are recovering from the rest of the week or last week. So I think we're going to see some really positive numbers. So if you compare Cardano with Ethereum, and you compare it with Bitcoin as well, you can see that it's kind of the same pattern here. So of course, if Bitcoin's going to kind of take a little bit of a tumble, and then of course Ethereum will do that as well, or Cardano, Solana, all of those. Alright, Doge. Doge is kind of hanging in there too. It did have the same kind of fall. It did have the repercussions the same. But I'm expecting it not to really drop below the support as well. Now, of course, when we're speaking about, if we compare it in between and May, of course, it's not that great just yet, but we can expect it to kind of pick up again a little over 0.42. So not too much worry. I think it can pick up more than that. So it is recovering. So still not quite as bad as it was in late July, mid-July, where it was just kind of holding on to support very tightly. But now you can see that it is kind of doing, but after the correction, I would expect for Doge to kind of come up as well. Solana, we can look at it as well. Of course, we have a little bit of bearish kind of coming in here too. Let's see, we have it at 179, and not too bad. We didn't quite take that big fall from Solana, but there's a lot of big things that's going on too that's going to really affect that. So there's also a lot of different factors that are playing into it, especially with a lot of different releases coming out. So keep a close eye on Solana as well, Cardano, Solana, and Ethereum, and don't expect it for it really to take that bearish fall. So I would expect it to rather pick up here in the next couple of days. Of course, that is my opinion, but as you can see, it's not too bad. All right. Also, taking a look at the news today, so you can see when we're looking in the news, you're going to be able to see that Bitcoin has no competition. Which, is that really true? We don't know yet, right? So when we compare it to, of course, like Forex and different stock markets, I don't think it does. But we have different things here playing over that. Now, over $2.5 billion US now circulates on Solana. So, of course, banks are pouring in cash on the cryptocurrency. So it's looking pretty great for the cryptocurrency world. That's good news. Do follow that, because a lot of the American legislature does have a lot to do with cryptocurrency, based on, you never know if what's going to happen with legislation, if they're going to approve it or not. I know the things going on in China, it kind of really did hurt. It did hurt the whole cryptocurrency community, and has everybody a little bit worried, but that's nothing to fear over. I think everything's going to be just fine. So just hold on to your horses. Don't jump ship just yet. Hold on to those. We are going to see another great big jump, I am sure. Now, Crypto-related money laundering next on China's policy framework. So, of course, speaking of China, now it is going to be a little nervous. So, the People's Bank of China, in its financial stability report in 2021, had pointed out that its clampdown on virtual currencies was complete. Now, days after the release of the report, Zhao Xuan, former governor of the Chinese Central Bank, commented on conventional tools of supervision. Now, he did say that the traditional regulatory methods were no longer sufficient. 420,000 Ethereum deposited into Arbitrum L2 for Neon Cat tokens. So also other news that we need to follow. So you can wake up in the morning, as they say, there's $1 billion worth of assets locked in your project farming and some meme token that offers some 6,000% APY. So just another land of DeFi, with Nuan grabbing everyone's attention because it sent total value locked in the newly launched Ethereum second layer, Arbitrum, spiking it to low orbit as pictured above. Now, so what's going on? Well, first the test room and then the brief interview with someone from the project. So depositing on the Arbitrum second layer is both easy and cheap. You just go to the bridge, type in whatever amount you want to send, and then confirm on MetaMask with a free paid seemingly being the same as for simple transaction. Alright, and the last bit of news that we do have is this is the ideal time to accumulate Chainlink tokens. So 7 September's flash crash forced most Marcus coins to step out of their respective ascending channels on the price charts, while some, like Phantom and Avalanche, managed to nimbly recover from the same. Most others, including the likes of Chainlink, seem to be struggling. Now, even though Link has been desperately attempting to re-enter the channel, they do offer some promising features. Alright guys, so that's all that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to catch you back again for the latest in crypto news.